Crazy Eight.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good morning, you guys. It's Maria from the Fox 11 Newsroom here in Los Angeles, and I have the beautiful Laura San Giacomo and Martin, also beautiful, Papazian.
I'll take that.
This morning, you've been through hair and makeup. You look fantastic.
He looks fantastic without it too.
Yes, yes. There's actually not very much makeup at all.
Yeah, really.
Tons. Anyway, listen, we've got Laura and Martin joining me this morning. They're talking about their new movie. It's called Least Among Saints. So we'll be discussing that. And let me quickly introduce you to some of the faces that are in the Hangout this morning. We've got Ayub, who's joining us from Leicester. He's in England.
Wow.
We've got Kempton, who is
Hi.
in Canada.
Hello.
Lance Haygood is in Houston, in
Hey, Lance.
Texas.
Hello.
And we've got
Morning.
Sheila, who is in Utah with us this morning.
Hey, Sheila.
Hello.
And I want to give a shout out to those of you watching on air. I know you're there. Please make sure you plus and comment and share the link. We want to tell everybody our hangout here with Laura and Martin. So let's start out with the movie, Least Among Saints. I
Yeah.
noticed that you're both in it, of course, but you wrote and directed it as well, Martin?
Yes.
Wow.
And I play
Wow.
the same character as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
How are you able to switch your hats different, all through the
It
show?
was a challenge. It was a long time coming, and worked on it for a couple of years.
Mhm.
It's going to be in the theaters in 2 weeks, in October 12th. It centers on a combat veteran who comes home and his relationship to this young boy, and how they heal together. But yeah, it was a tremendous project, and I think to answer your question, it had a lot to do with hiring people around me that were going to really come through for us, like the cast, like the crew. Yeah.
And speaking of, you play the social worker
Yeah.
in the movie. And so what did you think of when you first saw the script? Like, you really had to be part of it. Did you know each other prior to making the movie?
We didn't, but we have some friends in common, and I read the script and I thought that it was really beautiful. And Marty did a really graceful job of switching all of these hats from writer and director and performer. It's really lovely. It's a wonderful movie and a testament to his good work and heart that he's put into it.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, actually. By the way, you guys, if you have a question, just get my attention and I will go to you for sure. And if you have a question on air, just tag me or anyone in the Hangout, and we'll try to get them to Laura and Marty. Campton, yeah, go ahead. You have the first question.
Yeah, I just watched the trailer before you guys came, and it was a very moving and sensitive movie. So, Martin, I want to ask you, how did you come up with the idea of the movie? Did you have friends or relatives that were in the military and kind of experienced similar situation? And another question is, how did you get Laura to agree to be in the film?
Right.
Was it a tough?
Twist her arm.
Yeah, exactly. I got lucky. In terms of the inspiration for the film, yeah, I was meeting veterans who were coming home, having served, and it really moved me. And as an artist, I just felt like that was something that I really needed to pay attention to and to write about. And the young boy in the film is based on a kid I knew when I was young, who was in a similar situation, and so I kind of put those two together, and that became Least Among Saints. And with Laura, like, we have a couple of mutual friends together, and it was a traditional casting process. We went out to her and offered her the role. We felt really strongly about her, and we were lucky enough to get her. She does a tremendous job in this film. It's really awesome.
Thank you, Marty.
I wanted to talk about the title, Least Among Saints.
Yeah.
Where did that come from, and what was your take on that?
Least Among Saints has to do with all the people that take care of us, and there's a number of characters in the piece. A social worker played by Laura San Giacomo, a detective played by Charles Dutton. There's a nurse in the piece, and it's just all about the people that take care of us, the least among us, the least among saints, the people that, and the child in the piece. Everything centers around this boy, around this innocent character, and it's how everybody sort of steps up and helps him.
Did you, Laura? I'm sure you have quite a body of work, and I'm curious, what do you take from this movie? Because I know you take something from each piece of work that you do. Like, what was it about this movie?
Well, it was, always starts with the script. That's for certain. And it was so moving and so well done that was a pleasure. And then also just this heightened awareness of what's going on out there. You just have to you know, listen to the news for a week, and you hear, especially in California, that there are returning veterans who are having such delays in their receiving of services and benefits that they are entitled to. So it's kind of great because it could be, although the story is really specific to one person, it can open up when you have a story that's so human and so accessible. Even though it's one person's story, it can open up a whole dialogue about what's happening to many people. So I hope that that is what it does as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, the veterans, I mean, you're right. I mean, they are so lacking in the services, and many of them are unemployed and just can't make that transition. And maybe this will help stir up more conversation and dialogue about what they need today. Ayub, did you have a question?
Yeah. I just wanted to ask. I mean, from what I've read about the movie, it is a movie with a message. I was wondering, who would you love to hear that message? Who is your ultimate target with this movie?
Well, I think to kind of piggyback what Laura was saying, it was really a universal message. So I would like it to reach around the world. It's a message of compassion and service to others, and through those acts of compassion, through those acts of service, we find our own personal freedom. So that's the message I hope to deliver across the globe.
And this movie opens in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Least Among Saints, you guys. So check it out when you can. They actually have to get on the set, so we got them before the interview on Good Day LA. So I have to let them go.
Really love your work, Laura.
I know.
Yeah, Pretty Woman, Saving
Will you take a quick
Grace,
photo?
everything.
Will you